I was like a real shitbag, bad student, and just kind of like weaseled my way in that. And I was like, okay, I'm here. Still was just like a bad student in college. I thought I'd like reboot, like start over, like rebrand. That didn't happen. But then I discovered like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna start like trying to write movies and stuff. And like, then after graduating from college, was like, okay, now I'm gonna move to LA. Finally rebrand. And then I just met 3 losers like myself, and the rest is my history.
Yeah, I remember seeing you guys at on the red carpet of the Comedy Central roast of Charlie Sheen.
Uh-huh.
That was like right when the Workaholics came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and man, it's turned into quite the career.
Dude, it was the game changer, and like the best gig too, because it was like we were like doing sketch comedy, just fucking around, like same as you guys, kind of like a crew that just was like, let's roll on this, and then after like 6 or 7 years of doing that, got the show, and then the show just was exactly what we needed. It was exactly what a lot of people were looking for, and the success was like perfect.
You were able to do creatively what you wanted to do, like
everything, and not only like as far as like scripts and like stories we pitched and stuff, but just like you knew that if you were going to improvise something, you could say the craziest shit ever, and then like nobody would be like, whoa, hey man, can we talk to you for a second about that? Like, what are you talking about?
Your landscaper's doing a great job out there.
You better be. All you gotta do is like just slip him like a $10 bill to hold off.
We're pretty loosey goosey on this. We don't mind. You can hear it a little bit, right? Dude, you live in a gorgeous neighborhood. You like to take care of it.
There's freaking lawns that need to get mowed. Like, I'm not gonna tell this guy he can't do his job. Right?
Right.
Like, come on.
Yeah, he's good.
This is reality. But it would be nice if he wasn't doing it.
Yeah, it's all good, man.
Yeah.
Is that because Comedy Central let you guys do whatever you want?
We were nobodies. Like, they were. I was just saying this to somebody the other day. Like, Nick Swartzen, hilarious stand-up comedian in all these funny movies. Reno 911 got his own sketch show, and they were like, "Giddy up, here we go!" And they kind of were just like super hands-on with that. And we had a budget of like $650,000 an episode, which is nothing for them.
Wow,
and,
dude, that's a lot.
$650
Wild Boys
an episode?
was like maybe 3.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's just like Speedos, though. Like, how many? Like, what are you guys buying? It's Speedos.
Big overhead.
But so with production and like gaffers and sets and all this shit.
Right.
You're still figuring it out, and like they just didn't bank on us. Not in a negative way. They just were like, yeah, let's give these kids a shot. And we got to make exactly what we wanted, the way we wanted to make it, and just had the best time.
Going into Workaholics, did you guys have this like special feeling that you guys knew that it was gonna be as big as it was?
So, will.i.am's song "I Got a Feeling" was based on a conversation we had on top of the Capitol Records building one night.
Yeah.
No, like our feeling was we think this is funny. And like we are pretty hard on each other as far as like that's not funny. You know what I mean?
Right.
Man, we can do better. And we loved it. We had a good time. We thought we were doing things that hadn't been done on TV yet. We started doing like these little adventures per every episode. It was less sitcom-y and more kind of like action comedy, but just like shrunken down in scale, and pushed the envelope a little bit. We were relatable, we were like just dudes who wanted to like meet girls and drink beer and like keep their job and not get fired.
How did the Seth Rogens, the Zac Efrons come into the fold? Was that like after the show was already out and they were fans of it?
Yeah. I mean, we dipped our toe into like the stoner comedy world, right?
Yeah.
And so like the overlap with Seth's fans was a thing. So then we were on his radar. And so they brought us in to do Neighbors. They had a montage
Right.
where it was like, our fraternity comes from a long line of people who've like created wonderful things for like the world of partying, right? And it was like in the 50s it was these people, 60s these people. I think we were the 70s and we invented like beer pong. But I think like the Lonely Island guys were like from the 30s or something. It was a bunch of like recognizable comedy people that in a rapid fire succession illustrated this fraternity's history.
Man,
so that was pretty fun.
When you said invented ping pong, I just had this picture of, like in Thailand, they famously have these women that shoot ping pong balls out of their private parts.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
I saw
Yeah,
it.
I elected to not go to that.
Yeah.
But I just thought, like, man, it might have been funny if they showed you guys and like the way you invented ping pong.
That was how we did it.
Just right out of the old poop chute.
Queefing it out. Yeah. I don't know. I think the way we did it was okay. No, it was, that would be great. Different movie. That's actually more our speed, like which we did Game Over Man.
Right,
as
yeah,
you know.
and I got to be in it. It was so rad, man.
That was the best. We're like, will you jump off this thing? You're like, this is what I do. No problem. And Seth produced that and helped us kind of like shape the story from what it originally was, which was like a telethon with like a bunch of celebrities that got taken over. And then we just had to like dial it back because like it just was going to be a scheduling fucking nightmare to have so many people and all that.
And if you go to harrys.com/Stevo, you get this whole starter kit with foaming shave gel, the weighted ergonomic handle, the 5-blade razor, the travel cover to protect the razor. It's everything you need, and it's a $13 value, but they're going to give it to you for just $3 if you go to harrys.com/Stevo.